record. Okay, so we are recording. I'm not going to start yet. I'm going to give everyone a few minutes to jump on, and I still have to go live in the Sacred Society. So I'm going to do that right now. I hope everyone's doing so good. Let's see, group. There she is. Right when I hit record, the gardener decided it was time to start weed whacking. We all know how that goes. Okay, ready? I don't know. Let's not try a new design right now. Okay, so I attempted to upload the PDF that we're going to be using today to go over the challenge in the Facebook group, and it just didn't, it just said the file was too large. So I'm looking for a workaround, just so that you know. I mean, add a title. Okay, here we go. How about that? So I'm really excited actually that so many people wanted to do this with me. Okay, now we're going live. And did you notice our meeting ID is 844? Okay, see, we're live. We are live on Facebook. Let's make sure it's in the right group. It is. Okay, so I'm gonna jump off that. And so I let you all know that I was going to go live, and that if you wanted to be able to ask me questions or interact with me, that you would have to do it on Zoom. So hopefully people understood that. If not, you can watch this live in the group, you can watch the recording. This was such an informal thing. It was kind of like, oh hey, shit, we're doing this. So I just created something pretty quickly, right? It was all intuitively aligned, which is amazing. So before we get into it, before we get started, hi Rhonda, hi Nancy, hi Sherry. I'm so excited that you guys are here. I missed you too. I know, I did. I felt it. I could feel my heart. I could feel you guys calling me in my heart. And I was like, I'm coming, I promise. Just had to come out of the ashes a little bit, but got more content now, so. Okay, so, oh good, you can hear me. Awesome. You know what's really funny? You just said hello, now I can hear you. It was really funny that I was gonna say from the beginning, like, can you hear me? Can everyone hear me? And then you answered me without me even having to ask that out loud, so thank you. Here I am. Right, she said, where's our queen? That's funny, Sherry. Within you. I know you could still hear me talking even though I wasn't going live for 6 weeks. I think it was 6 weeks. That was crazy. I know you all could still hear me, because I know that I was getting messages of people saying, like, I could still hear you. Plus I have my divine messages and also my divine text. So you will never be disconnected if you are assigned up to those things, right? We'll always be together. I know it's not the same as seeing my face though. It's not the same as being in this space either. So I'm so glad that I'm here and that I received this beautiful nudge from the angelic realm. You know, it was kind of like, okay, this is it. And I, because I'm like, I just need some accountability. I've been not going to bed till super late, right? I wasn't going to bed till like 2:30. And every single day waking up, it's, 8. Well, actually, that's not true. I was waking up at like 6:37 because my dog would need to go out. But still, it was like not a routine. I'm like, okay, look, I moved. I'm like 90% of the way unpacked. I've dealt with Venus retrograde shadow. That stuff came up and out and transmuted into amazing things. And I'm like, I need to get my fucking shit together, right? It's time to get back on. My dreams are not waiting, right? They're not waiting for me. It's like, you gotta go. And I realized that too. You ever have this where you think of something to create and you don't do it, and then you see it in the marketplace and you're just like, okay, I know that needed to be born, but dang it, I got to get on it. So that's where I am at right now. And I know that there were so many of you that were there too, which is why when I just said, hey, who's feeling like they need some accountability, there was hundreds of comments. So thank you all so much for that. So I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we're doing this, because it is fun and it's amazing to do it together, because you just feel it. You're just there. You just do it. no matter if it's 10 of you, if it's 100 of you, if it's thousands of you, like that's something that I learned too, like even one person. Rhonda Kaylee was telling me about YouTube, and she's like, Rhonda said she was waiting for all your videos, and like I stopped. I still have like 2 or 3 more videos to film about ayahuasca, and I stopped and had to tend to real life, and I'm just like, wow, you don't realize that even one person is like waiting for you to finish something. So that is a sign to you to not procrastinate, that it does matter. Like it does matter what you have to offer in the world. It really is important, whether that is just showing up for your children or building a business. And also it's, you know, the whole world just boom, went like this, which is really, really good. It's what we needed to go internally, even though it's not good, right? There's a lot of things that are happening in the world every day, even when this isn't around, that we don't want to point our lens at. So remember that you have to come back to life, and that's what I've been feeling too. So I knew that I was going to inspire other people to do it too, and that's what makes me feel so good, and I know it does for all of you too. And plus, reading your success comments after we do stuff like this, it just really keeps me going, and it's so amazing. So thank you for that. Thank you for the messages. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the love. Thank you for checking in on me, you know, personally. It's really amazing, and I know that you all are so special to me. So I wanted to do this for you, right? It's just this, we're doing this for 7 days. Holy moly, these energies have been something else. They always are, right? Yes, started the first draft of my $5 million screenplay. Yes, amazing. Thanks to you, I got inspired and gave myself permission. Oh, which leads me into the perfect segue of what I was going to talk about today, how we were going to open this before we go into the challenge. So before we do that, let's everyone get connected. We're at that point now. It's time to go. I can feel it. So tuning into your heart space and just taking a deep breath and letting it all go, letting all distractions, putting aside anything you're doing, and really just staying focused and committing this time to your soul, right? To listening, to receiving the answers that are for you, to coming together in communion and doing this spiritual journey together, because it really is so special and so amazing. And even though we're in our houses, we still are together, and it gives you such comfort knowing you have soul sisters there. So even feeling into that, you know, and then tuning into your heart. So just setting your ego and your critical mind to the side, just by saying, I set my ego and my critical mind to the side, and I tune in to the truth of my heart. We surround the space with the white light of divine love, and we call forth all of the angelic beings who are here to help us ascend, to be with each and every one of us now. And if you agree, then just say yes. By the power of your free will, you have invited them into your life. And now you get to have a conscious experience with them, a conscious co-creation, which is really amazing. And we call the Divine Mother to let her presence be known in our lives. And we say these things in the name of love. So may you receive everything that you were meant to hear today, right? That is going to assist you in your life, because that is really what it's all about. It really is all about following the clues that life is leaving for you, right? That's guiding you on this journey. I mean, the signs, the symbols, the synchronicities. Well, we are going to play in that. Like, this is what we're going to be doing in this 7-day challenge. We are going to be playing in that. We're going to have fun with it. We're going to connect each and every morning. We're going to have an accountability checklist so that we can stay on track. We're going to do it together. We're going to be engaging. It's going to be a really, really good time. And, you know, we have so much power within each of us, and doing this together is going to help us and catapult us. I know that's why everything that I do is so successful, is because we have a strong network of other women. Like, those of you who've been in my courses, you know, it's like friendship, right? Friendship, friends that you reconnect with on a soul level that you take with you for the rest of your life. And knowing people care about you like that, people that have never met you care about you like that, it helps you in a world where there are so many people who aren't awake to that yet. So it really is beautiful, and it really is amazing. And I'm so happy that we get to be in this space. So without further ado, what I was going to open with is, you know, going back to that comment that was left previously. You're so welcome, Val. I was picking up one of my son's friends who he hasn't seen since grade school. She's a girl, and she was coming over to hang out with all the boys, and they're going on a hike and going to jump in the water and have a good time. And so I haven't seen her since she was little either. So we're driving in the car, and she's talking, and she just telling me about her aspirations, about her high school experience, and how she's had to move high schools and all these different things. And you can just tell that she's had a challenging life. And she's talking about, I'm like, what do you love to do? And she's talking about singing, and singing was something that she loved to do. And one of her teachers came to her and said, I want you to sing for the choir. And she realized she was good. And so she was saying, I said, is that something you want to do? Like, you want to pursue that, for your life? And she said, yeah, I really love it. It's what I want to do. I would love to be able to do that. And then she was like, but, there's so many other people that are doing it. And I don't even know if I'm really that good. And I could see all the doubts start to happen. Right? She has this dream, this soul of her is calling her to this dream that she wants to experience. And then she's got this human part of her that's been conditioned and patterned and told what she can do and knows her limits. And she stifles it. And I see it happen. And I'm like, no, baby girl. No. You have a dream, that's your dream, right? God gave that to you. We don't want the same singer. We want lots of singers. That's why they have the show The Voice. They have all these other shows, Kelly Clarkson, like all these things, right, for these people to do, to display their talent, right? People want new, they want variety. And I could see the wheels turning, right, starting to turn. And I can see those barriers starting to be broken down and crushed. And she's like, yeah, I would really love it. And I said, and you know what? You'll be taken care of. And then she goes, well, I'm going to have like a plan B or a plan C, because if that doesn't work out. And I'm like, oh, no, you go till you win. And she looked at me and she goes, that's some really good advice. And I'm like, yeah, you don't need a plan B. You go till you win, right? You go till you win. Because when you're doing what you're passionate about, you go till you win. You don't just stop. There is no stopping. I've learned that over the last few years. There is no stopping. You go until you win. And so I was telling her, I'm like, God gave that to you. Put it in your heart. You bet there's a way you're going to do it. It says, surround yourself with people who believe in your dream, who support you, who can speak life into you. You're going to be okay. You're going to do it. You have to do it. And she totally transformed. I could feel her, right? I could feel her. And when that happened, I'm like, oh shit, this is what we're talking about today. This is a message to my ass, right? Because I'm like, all right, universe, I hear you. Because as I'm telling her and I'm seeing this happen for her, I'm like, God damn it, Randina. Hear yourself, right? Hear yourself. And I'm like, fuck yeah, I could feel it. And so I know that was the message to all of you. Like, go for your fucking dreams. Go for it. Find that thing that just makes you so happy and go for it. Because when you do that, you're going to be supported. You are, I promise. Especially with what we're going to be doing in this challenge, which is going to connect you to the angelic realm in such a beautiful fucking way that you are going to be able to do it. You're going to have the strength. You're going to have the support. You're going to see. You're going to play. It's literally amazing. And I know you all already are doing it to some degree. This is a different way of doing it in a different energy space, right? It's kind of like if you go to eat mango, you may have eaten mango before, but that's the first time you're eating mango. Everything is different, no matter if it's the same thing or not. It's like different. Every single moment is different, right? So play with that in mind and allow yourself to have fun, right? This source is your soul called you here to do this, to play. And if you go and you get into it and you're fully into it and you get to one day and you miss it, so what? Go back 2 days, start over. Those of us who have those commitment issues, those of us who don't like to finish projects, we're probably not going to get up every single day. We're probably going to be one day where we're just like, shit, we just want to sleep in, and then do it over. And you know what? That's okay. It's one day. Go back 2 days and do it again. Like, never judge yourself for where you are, because you're always moving forward, right? You're always moving forward. So let's get into it. So at the beginning of this, like I said, I tried to upload this into the portal, or not into the portal, into the Facebook, and it said the file was too large. So what I'm gonna have to do is create a link so that you can download it, because I wanted to do this without having, a list or having you opt in somewhere. I kind of just want it to be like a just free for all. It's like how it came about. You know, we're all wanting to do better in our lives, and this is part of it. If you master your day, you're going to master your life. So this is angelically inspired also, because this is exactly what they were calling me to do, right? I didn't know. I wasn't planning on jumping back in full force until another probably 6 weeks or so. And so now it's like, no, we're doing this now, right? We're doing this now because I need this now. I need this now too. Okay, so I'm going to do a share screen. And like I said, I am going to find a way to put this in the Facebook group so that you can download it, so that you can print it out, because you're going to want to print it out. And I'm going to show you why. Okay, so now we're going to go into this. I'm just going to do a play because it makes it easier. And I got to find my mouse. Where did you go? No, go back. There. Okay, I wanted to make my screen bigger so you can see me. And for those of you, or for whoever said my background looks beautiful, my house looks beautiful, thank you so much. I love it. I love it so much. It is so beautiful and open and airy, and I just feel so beautiful in it. So I am also going to do a video on this because the numerology of your house does matter. The last house that I was in was a karmic number, and I didn't know about karmic numbers until I was looking for a new address. And then when I read it, I'm like, motherfucker, that's literally everything that's been happening to me. So it's kind of cool though, because then you can change it. All right, so here we go. Take control of your life, right? Take control of your life. The 7-day Master Your Life Accountability Challenge. Take control of your life, manifest your heart's desires. Now this was created in just a couple of hours. It was just like, I'm like, okay, what are we doing? And then it was like, oh, so getting into how much we can do in one day without overwhelming you with so many different rituals and different things to do. For those of you who've been in my courses, hey, look at the 844 ID. 844, everyone, that's amazing. Okay, so if you don't know what 844 is, all you have to do is spiritual meaning of 844, and it'll come up. And also I have a little ritual that we do that's 8 days, 44 times each day. It's pretty cool. Okay, so take control of your life, manifest your heart's desires. So this is about a life reinvention. So you can just feel this when you look at this, the angel wings and the women supporting each other. Like, this is what we're doing. So during the 7-day challenge, you are going to take your power back and create your life your way. You are going to engage the Empress within you. And the Empress within you is that woman power that is within you, because you are the matriarch of your reality. You are the Empress of your own reality. There may be other people in your life playing a role, but you are the queen, right? You are the one that creates it. So remember that shit, because it's true. And also, you're going to see the universe blesses you in ways that you didn't even know was possible. And we are going to be doing this together. So you are going to watch your desires manifest in your physical reality. It is really, really amazing. And you can also have the same experience that other people are having when they're posting about their wins in the group or on my Facebook page, all over the place. Commit to the 7-day process, and you will not only feel the shift, you will also see phenomenal results show up in your daily life. So this is what I want you to do right now. So you're going to say this declaration. You can also do this later because you are going to have this. You'll be able to print it out. Now, it's important for you to really get into this and start to build belief systems that are you being your greatest self, so that you can do it. Just like that little girl had those 2 voices in her head, those 2 parts of her. We all have that too. So you have to empower the part of you that is your champion, right? And silence this part of you. Most of us, this part is the dominator of our lives, which is why we've only lived what we've lived. And life's too short for that. So we got to move that, right? Got to tip those scales. And this one has to be, and this is going to help you. It's going to help you shift patterns. It's going to help you shift belief systems. It's going to help you shift all of that, because you're doing a pattern interrupt from what your normal daily routine is. And now you're doing it systematically in this way, right? Okay, so what you're going to say out loud is, I am worth it, right? I am deserving of all that I desire. I am worthy of change. Let's do it together, actually, okay? So, ready? I, Randina, am worth it. I am deserving of all that I desire. I am worthy of change. I am worthy of a great life. Today, I choose to be the best version of myself I can be. Today, I decide my life is changing forever. It is done, it is done, it is done, and so it is. Now, it's important to make a declaration. A declaration is different than an affirmation. When you are declaring something, you're stating it as though it is. When you're affirming something, you're stating it as though you are affirming what's already true. So this is why people will start to say affirmations and they won't have success with them, because they're trying to affirm something that isn't true, which causes your brain to literally hit. It won't budge. So when you declare something from your power, you make it so, and then you'll see, you begin to believe it, then you can affirm it, right? So you can affirm what's already true because it's already true. And you can declare what you want because you're saying that declaration to the universe, right? Slight nuances, major differences, different worlds. So allowing yourself to declare it because your soul knows it's fucking true. And then you can start to affirm it. That's also what we're going to be doing, okay? So even just feel how much more powerful you feel saying that, just being in that space, like being in that powerful space. You need to be talking to yourself like this every single fucking day. If I were you, I would be saying this in the mirror, looking in my eyes every single fucking day. The earlier in the day you say it, the better, because then you start off with that power. It will make a world of difference in your life, right? There's no more time for dilly-dallying, right? There's no more time for the shit show. Like, this is the time that we are given, this opportunity where we have to be inside and everything is slowed down to build our dreams now, so that when we're ready to go, it is where opportunity meets preparation. We are that Olympian athlete that has been preparing all season and now is ready to win the gold. You see? This is what it is. We are getting ourselves ready. Like, you have to use this time to do that. It's what it's for. So that's what we're doing. I mean ready to transform lives. That's what I mean. That is what I'm talking about. No matter what your paradigm is, no matter what platform you use, you are doing it for the betterment of humanity and the earth as a whole. And yourself, obviously. So find that passion, and you will have such a motivation and a drive that there will be nothing that can sway you. You have to find that. Like, what is that for you? For me, it's not only the joy of seeing somebody transform by playing with the universe in this way. It also is that one universe, that one reality, that entire reality has now shifted, affecting millions of other realities within her reality. That is a consciousness expansion, that is a higher vibration, helping people navigate their life experience, their shadow world, their dream state, right? That's why I do it. And that took me a while to find, to really know. So if you're just starting, just know that all you have to do is want it. I just wanted it. I said, tell me how this shit works. I know that this is not the bullshit fate. I know that's not the truth. Tell me how this shit fucking works. And then it was like one thing after another. So you have to have that. There was even points of financial world where I'm like, tell me how to get out of this. You know what I mean? Like, finally, tell me how to get out of this. And one thing after fucking another. Whenever you ask a question, you will be answered. Pay attention. Pay attention. You got to communicate with this consciousness. You have to communicate with it. You have to speak to it. You have to love it. You have to talk to it and tell it to talk to you. It does. Okay, what are your dreams? Choose one main goal that you want to accomplish in 2020. Now, you can call it a goal, you can call it an intention, you can call it an aspiration, you can call it whatever it is that you want, right? Starts out as a goal and then moves into intention, aspiration, those kind of things. So what you want to do is, what is that one thing that will change your life, right? That you want to do. Even thinking, where do you want to be 3 years from now? Real fucking listically, not la la fairyland. Where do you want to be 3 years from now? Okay, it might take you 7 years to figure that out. But if you start asking your question now, where do I want to be 3 to 5 years from now? You'll get something. If you have to meditate on it to get an answer, then get it. Some of you already know. It just depends on where you're at in the discovery process, but you're on the journey because you're here, right? You ask some type of question, and within this, you're going to find your answer. That's why you're guided here. That's why you felt to come here. So listen. So just choose one, and what needs to be done in order to achieve that goal. Right? And then you're going to write it down on paper. Like, what do you want out of life? Write it down. Draw what it looks like to have it done. Like Sherry, I told Sherry that. I said, Sherry, draw it out. Draw out, physically draw it out. She's like, it'll be stick figures. I said, so what? Mine was stick figures too. It doesn't matter. You have to draw it out. It's real. You really have to draw it out. Like, what does it look like? You can even write in a circle. You can write your company name. And then you could do off branches from that circle of what you want to experience. If you want a brick and mortar, you can draw the building. If you want to have a jet set life, then draw a jet and a woman with a laptop. Like, it doesn't matter if it doesn't look right. What matters is that it's going from here to a physical blueprint. What do you think they do when they're building a building? Like, it's there. Like, just go follow an architect. The fucking keys to life are there. The mysteries, the secrets, they're all within the architect from the beginning to the end of it. Okay. So remember that preparation meets opportunity, and that's what you're doing right now. Like, everyone's thinking like, oh, how do I make more money? Like, what do I do to make money? How do I be safe? Da, 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 da. Remember, this is the hardest thing to remember, especially right now. You have a benevolent force that is supporting you, and all you have to do is fucking trust it. That's the hardest thing, I know, but you have to get out of your head and trust this universe. It's gotten you this far. You're the one that got yourself stuck in all those potholes. It will help you, right? The angels help you. Archangel Michael, bring me my keys. Where are my keys? Oh shit, there's my keys. It's the smallest thing. Archangel Michael, bring me a windfall. Oh shit, there's a windfall. I'm telling you, get out of your own fucking way. Okay. Next slide. So this is where we begin our checklist. So we're just going to go over this. We don't have very much longer because it's just kind of here. Day one. So this is going to be your morning, afternoon, and evening checklist. So this is what you are going to be doing every day. You are going to print this out, and you're going to physically check off. If you can't print this out, screenshot these on your phone, and then do an edit and get the pen and check it like that, and then just save it. Just keep doing it, you know, like that. Like, save the images like that. That way you can do it digitally. So number one, very first thing, this is your premise for the entire day, is do one nice thing for someone each day. It doesn't matter if it's like, oh, I'm gonna make my sister peanut butter and jelly, or, oh, I'm gonna, you know, take the dog for a walk because I told her I'd take her for a walk. Whatever it is, one nice thing each day. And I would write that down if I were you. You don't have to though. You're gonna help other people get what they want in life, and by the laws of the universe, you too will be given what you want. What do they say, right? What is one of the main prosperity principles? Give and you shall receive. When you don't have enough money, you go give the money that you have, right? You have $5, give one. You just do, and then it comes back to you even more. Always. It's one of the reasons why I love tithing, right, and contributing, because when you give, you receive. So start that, play with that. Catherine Ponder, Dynamic Laws of Prosperity, is one of the best books for that. I actually listened to it on YouTube, so you could just look it up. Catherine Ponder, Dynamic Laws of Prosperity, and say what she says. Follow through. When she's doing the declarations, I'm saying them with everyone as though I'm in the audience. So do the same thing, because it does work. Okay, so then in the morning, and you want to master your morning, so you'll notice there's more little check things, and these are things that you would do anyway. You're just gonna give yourself credit for doing them, because, you know, like going to the bathroom, getting room temperature love water. Like hopefully you do that already anyway. If not, at least you go to the bathroom already. So you get up, I mean, we know that. So you're doing some things on here. So it'll be easy, okay? So the morning, so you want to be up at 7 a.m. or earlier for this challenge, just for this challenge. If you want to stay in bed after the 7 days, I mean, you can do whatever you want for this challenge. I invite you to challenge yourself and get up at 7 a.m. or earlier. Right now, I know everyone's on Corona time, and I'm like, well, I'm on Rosie time because Rosie wakes me up to go out, and so she gets me up. So I have that. If not, I would have an alarm that I probably would have hit snooze 4 times. So maybe get yourself a Rosie or a loud alarm. And some of you are already getting up now and it's going to be no big deal. It's like, oh, I already do that. And then some of you work late at night and you can't be up by 7 a.m. That's okay. Just improvise it, right? Just improvise it. You want to make sure that you're getting 7 to 8 hours of sleep a night. 6, I would say, yeah, 6.5 the least. 6.5 is the least, although it's up to you and your own personal guidance and what your personal guidance tells you to do. Some people is 3, 4, whatever it is, but mine is I need at least 6 hours of sleep, 6.5 hours. 7 is amazing, okay? And then what you're gonna do right when you wake up in the morning, you're gonna have it on your phone. You're gonna say thank you for the first thing, right? Or you can actually have it printed out if you're trying to eliminate, you know, the EMFs from the phones. You can just set that to the side or put the phone out of your bedroom and then just print this out and then read it. Because it's in here, I'll show you. So first thing you're gonna do is say thank you 3 times. And I learned this from Wayne Dyer and started doing it when I heard him say it, and it literally changed my life. It does. And the reason that it does scientifically is because when you say thank you, you open your heart, right? You open your heart when you say thank you 3 times, like to the universe, to the God of whoever you believe, whatever you believe, right? Whatever you believe. And you're saying thank you to that presence. It opens your heart. It synchronizes your brain waves, right? Your brain hemispheres synchronize. And you come from a place of, you start to tune into love. So you're matching that frequency right when you wake up. So it's not just saying thank you, like, oh, thank you, thank you, thank you. It's like saying thank you, right? You woke up. That is thank you, you woke up. If you woke up, that means there are more opportunities coming for you. And remember, your life can change in a fucking day. It can change in a day. Remember that, okay? So then you are going to read the Angel Manifesto that I had channeled for you at the very end of this. And we'll go over that and why it's so important when we get to that part. Number 2, get up, go to the bathroom, right? Get yourself some room temperature love water. And if y'all know Dr. Masaru Emoto, he talks about love. It's also been scientifically proven that you can change the molecular structure of water with your energy, which we are mostly water. So when you drink it, you feel it and it feels different. And all you have to do for that is just hold it and look at the water and just say the word love and feel love for the water, because it's about to become one with you. So if you're saying love to these molecules and then you drink them, they're going to love your cells. I mean, think about it. And the lemon is really good for digestion. It detoxifies, right? It's not something that you want to do for the rest of your life, because I'm not 100% sure on what it does to the teeth over time, because I know that it's acidic. Maybe it does strengthen them. Maybe it does eat the enamel. I don't know. I haven't done enough research on that to be an educated authority to tell you. What I know is that I like to alternate in the morning with what I drink. Like sometimes I'll put peppermint oil. Sometimes I will put nothing. I usually drink nothing in my love water that has the divine love. It's Blue Bottle Love, I think it's called. BlueBottleLove.com maybe. But if the sun passes through, it also changes the molecular structure. And with that divine love etched into it, it feels different when you drink it. So I drink that in the morning. Then you're going to straight away meditate. You're going to meditate for at least 20 minutes, no less. Like for those of you who are not used to meditating, who have not meditated, you are going to challenge yourself. This is a challenge. And what you're going to want, it's going to be a little more challenging for you to quiet your thoughts. That's just because you're not used to being in control of your brain. You're not used to being in control of your thinking, of what's going on in your neurons. Like they're just firing all over the place. They're doing what they normally do because they're patternized that way. And so when you start to change that, you're going to experience some resistance. And so people will not be able to stop their thoughts, or they'll get on a thought path and not be able to change it. It's okay. It's normal. When you first start, right, you're learning. It's like you're taming a beast. You're like taming a wild puppy that's probably almost a year old and is crazy. It's a little more challenging, right? But you can do it. So if you get to a point where you feel like you can't quiet your thoughts, then you're going to have to do some brainwave synchronization. The hemispheres of your brain need to be balanced in order for you to be connected to your intuition clearly, easily, fluidly. Otherwise, you have distortions, right? This is why people sometimes question their intuition. I don't know, is that? Yes, it is. Oh, I don't know, is it? Because it's too much going on up here. And so when you learn to meditate, and you do that through technology, I had to do it. I don't know how to fucking meditate. I couldn't. So this is why I know about this, because I had to listen to it. So it's listening to it and it's synchronizing your brainwaves. What you'll start to notice is that over time, your thoughts start to slow and change to different kinds of things, because you're connecting to different thought streams. You're transforming your entire reality just by synchronizing your brain waves, because now your brain is not allowed to go into autopilot fire mode when something occurs. Now it has to do what you're instructing it to do, because it's under your command, because now you have control over it, because your heart can be more strong, right? Can be more open. You can have your soul come through more. So then you're more connected to your intuition. Your right brain is more active, and you are connected to the truth, to the source, right? This is what we do with meditation. Quiet the mind so that we can connect. And what happens scientifically is when your brain synchronizes and the hemispheres are even, there is a connection. There's a heart activity that goes on. I was just listening to, what's his name? Joe Dispenza talk about this, and there's science that they've done on it. It's there, it's real, it's a real thing. So you want to listen to brainwave synchronization. The one that I recommend is called eocinstitute.org. And that one is the one that I know I've done myself, and it does work, and I use it for clients too. Like, there are other synchronization, you just want to make sure that they have the science that back it, because the harmonics of the sounds do something. When they have different hertz here and different hertz here, it creates a certain hertz here, and different hertz vibrational frequencies create different resonance in your brain, right? Like 432 is like love. That's the one I interweave all of my divine attunements to. It's that heart, that emerald heart, which awakens your heart. Like, the power of music is profound. So I hope that you're utilizing that transformational tool, because it is. So you also want to use essential oil, because essential oil is the lifeblood. It's just so amazing. I use peppermint because I like to be awakened, and just breathe it in, right? You can use lavender if you need to relax. In fact, putting lavender on your hands and your feet before you go to sleep at night will help you sleep better. So I would do that for your children too. It's really amazing. There are many different oil companies out there. You have to follow the one that vibrates true for you for purity. So all you have to do is ask, is this of purity? And you will feel it and listen to that feeling. Do not let a sale tempt you. Do not let someone else trying to sell something to you tempt you. Listen here. And if it says yes, then that's what you do. And it will be right. You'll see. The more you play with it, the more you'll see, oh, yes, this is how we do. We get to this. This is how we create life, is being in that flow and being in that knowing. And you're going to be doing this just by doing these things. So it's pretty amazing. Okay, then after that, right after the 20 minutes, you're going to go into a journal prompt. You're going to do gratitude for at least 10 minutes. It has been scientifically proven that you will increase your happiness set point by 25% just doing this for 5 minutes a day for 14 days. Yes, you do have a biological happiness set point, right? You genetically have it. And so you can only create a certain amount of hormones. And if you grew up with parents that were mad, you probably have a lot more adrenaline than you do the dopamine. So it's okay. You're just going to start switching it. And now you're going to start switching it so that you can be happier. You can feel happier. You can reach new heights of happiness. And doing gratitude each and every day does that for you. Then what you're going to do is you're going to add 5 things that you love about yourself, because it's important that we are conscious of these things. Like, it is so important. You must know this. You have to be your biggest supporter and your biggest fan. You do. So tuning into that when you write these things out, and then reread the list to yourself, because that's where the power truly comes in, right? So write it out, reread it. This process will take you no more than an hour in the morning, if that, not even. And this is something that you must be doing if you want to change your life. Otherwise, you're just going to keep living the same life. It's like, what else are you going to do if you're not doing this? Whatever you normally do in the morning. Do you like what you normally do in the morning? Is it like facilitating an amazing life for you, what you do in the morning? Then keep doing that. But if you're not happy with where you are, I would do it. I would do it. Okay, then we're going to go into the Divine Mother Declaration. Divine Mother, show me signs I'm in alignment today through numbers. And then where it says insert sign, then you're going to put your own sign. So I will speak to the angelic realm, already knows that's how they communicate with me, among other ways, is sequence of numbers. If I see a number sequence three in a row, three times in a row, then I will look it up. And I have this one site that I always go to. Sometimes if I feel called to another one, it'll just pop up. But they know that that's how they communicate with me directly, right? I mean, you can channel, you can see, you can do all these other things. But in the universe, in the play of the universe, this is how we communicate, through numbers. So you can ask for anything, whatever it is for you to communicate with it. And then consciously saying it every single day brings it into your reality. And then now you're in the waking dream, right? So show me signs I'm in alignment today through numbers. And then your sign, like sometimes it's hearts or butterflies or whatever it is. And it could be anything. So insert your sign. It could change every day too. It doesn't matter. And hearts. And you do want to add hearts because when you see them, you're going to see so many of them, more than you normally see, that you're just going to know, like really know. And when you really know, it's a fucking game changer. Like it's a game changer, right? Then you're going to say, thank you for using me as your instrument for good. You're preempting to be used as an instrument for good. It really is the most amazing and beautiful life when you do that. P.S. Then what you're going to do is you're going to give everyone that you see in your family, obviously whoever you're with right now, morning hugs. If you aren't having a family and you have animal family, morning hugs. Even if you do have a family and have animal family, morning hugs, right? If you're exploring the hermit right now, right? The hermit in the tarot, self hugs, right? You want to display this. It does something neurologically, right? It's scientifically proven that when we hug, that's when we are the most loving and open, according to measurements done by the energetic waves of the body. So tuning into that, right? And physical activity, at least 20 minutes, running, biking, hiking, walking, dancing, jogging, playing, anything to move your body, running up and down your stairs, it doesn't matter. Set your timer for 10 minutes and do it. Dance with your children, or 20 minutes, 20 minutes. Do whatever it is, it's 20 minutes devoted to yourself. And when you devote energy and time to yourself and to love your body, I promise you that is the key to manifesting. Some people think I'm crazy, but it's real. Only because I haven't tried it, because the ones that try it, they know. So just do it. Just do it. Okay, so that's what you're going to be doing in the morning. And it's not a lot, and you're going to check these off really fast, and you're going to actually really love it. Like, it's going to be fun. So another note to have, if you don't wake up at 7 a.m., do not let that deter anything else. Like, oh, well, I don't wake up at 11 a.m. Who cares? Just do it anyway. Like, do this anyway, because some people's time clock is shifted, right? Like, my son loves to stay up late and wake up later, and just like I did when I was a teenager. And so just follow your own rhythm, your circadian rhythm. Like, what is it for you? Follow it. If it's fucking 12 p.m., 12 a.m., whatever it is, doesn't matter. Just do it. Okay, and then you're going to move into the afternoon. So you're going to say a daily declaration, right, that affirms your goal. So choose one angel or goddess that you relate to and invoke them. This is actually really important and really key. And one of the reasons why I started actually feeling what it felt like is when I began to invoke them, right? When I wanted to feel what Aphrodite felt like. I wanted to feel what she felt like, that sexual energy. I was playing with that archetype, and it was so palpable that it really just awakened something in me. And so I knew the power of playing with those energies right? It's something you're tuned into. It's not something you create. And it has been something that I do every day, right? At the beginning of this, how do you say a declaration? Connecting to that Empress. You can connect to Gaia. You can connect to Lakshmi. You can, whoever it is, whatever you want to manifest. If you want to manifest a relationship, then I would find a goddess that represents relationship. If you want to manifest money, or you want to, your goal involves money, then use an angel or goddess that's associated with money. Relationship, whatever it is, like use that. If you want to manifest a love relationship, call in Samuel, like use them, Sambufan, use these energies, whoever it is, right? And feel it. You only have to do it once. And to invoke them, all you do is say, whoever it is, I invoke you. I ask you to flow through me and allow me to feel your power, right? As my power, because here's the truth. Remember what I said? It's your reality. They're you and you are them. So yay for us. Okay, and then you're also going to write out a declaration. You could say the one that comes with this, or you can choose your own that really amplifies what it is that you want to do. Whatever it is, you want to make sure that you're declaring it to the universe, right? So one of my declarations is, my name is Randina. I am the best transformational queen on the planet. I have the perfect clients. They have the perfect results. Divine perfection is the law of my life, and I have more money than I know what to do with. So you can say your own thing, make it shorter. Catherine Ponder has a lot of declarations too on that one. If you want to manifest money, if you want to manifest love, you can say, you know, something that feels into that, like I am love. I am the love that is seeking me, right? Because if you're looking for love, if you're desiring love, love is also desiring you. Remember that. It's just a matter of you allowing yourself to receive that. Even in regular relationships or, you know, familial relationships, friendships, like it's the same, right? So knowing that and allowing yourself to receive it, because that really is the only question. Are you going to allow yourself to receive it? Do you feel worthy enough? Are you feeling deserving enough? I realized too that the more I experienced and expanded and became myself, the more I realized that it really wasn't about anything other than I didn't believe I was deserving of it. And when you start to believe you're deserving of it, and it wasn't that I was like, oh, I'm not good enough. It was more of it feeling like a lot of things. She's not there yet, and I don't want to leave her, right? He's not there, and I don't want to leave him, like those kind of things. And so we stop ourselves because we think we're going to lose people. And so we don't allow ourselves to receive. We'll keep ourselves there, just right there. You know, you have to be mindful of that. There's also other reasons that we aren't allowing ourselves to receive. It could be our fear. We're not familiar with what it looks like to be successful. We don't know. And so it stops us from even trying because we're afraid, really, of success. So that also is a thing for you to realize, and doing this is going to help you move out of that. You really want to tune into knowing it. You have to know what that looks like for you. And when you have this passion and this fire, because remember, you're creating it. So it appears to be an unknown. It's not an unknown. If you become more familiar with what that would look like, you would get incrementally there quicker, because you wouldn't be afraid and you wouldn't be subconsciously blocking yourself. So it's why it's really important to do the creative work, to do the manifestation work, to write it out, to script it out, to think it out, right? It is really important to do those things because you're getting to know it. And so when you get to know it and understand it and you start to become the vibration of it, it's not scary, and it becomes fun, right? You're doing it for the passion. So remember to be inside your dream, right? Expanding out rather than projecting and thinking of what it will look like. You know, a lot of times people who are meant to make change in the world, they're afraid to be seen. And so they'll stop themselves from doing it, just like the little girl, right? And there's a lot of things going on in there about worthiness and all the other things that she's picked up along her way. Same with us. And so that's what limits you, right? And it can also be your greatest strength, the source of your greatest strength. Once you realize it, you can transmute it and realize how powerful you are. It's really amazing. So know that you're being called to this. It's not just you wanting it. It's wanting to be born through you. It's a lot of you, it's things that you said you were going to do before you came here. You know, those soul plans that you feel that calling in your soul, like that is, and you're not going to allow yourself to stop. So it's important for you to learn how to work through your limitations so that you can do it. Okay, moving on. Also, you're going to have one live chakra meal a day. Now, people who aren't familiar with food are going to be like, chakra meal, what's that? It's not really anything intricate. All it is like, okay, I'm working on my root chakra. I'm going to have some strawberries. And as I'm eating the strawberries, I'm going to feel my root chakra. I'm going to thank the strawberry. I'm going to feel the power of it going to my root chakra. I'm going to focus on my root chakra. So if you're someone who's wanting to manifest money, your root chakra, your sacral chakra, and your solar chakra are going to be the ones that you want to really amplify along with your heart, because your heart is more powerful. It's not that it's more powerful, it's just that it expands more than any other power center, right? Your heart radiates out like 5,000 feet or something more than that. It's just only how far their machines can go. So it's about that. It's about tuning into that. If you want a love relationship, the heart and the sacral, that's what you want to be focusing on. If you're someone who's working on living your authenticity, your authentic truth, speaking your truth, you're going to want to focus on your throat chakra and your heart chakra. Also root as well, right? So you want to just tune in. You can just even ask inside in meditation. You can ask like which chakra is wanting to be more open, right? More open. So then you will eat whatever meal that is. And remember, especially manifesting, this is number one key, is the food that you eat. It becomes you, right? You eat shit food, you wake up feeling like shit, because your body doesn't like it. And now I'm not like, eat correctly, because I mean, I had Chipotle last night. I had a veggie bowl with a whole bag of chips, and I didn't even realize that I had eaten the whole bag of chips until they were gone. So, and I woke up this morning feeling it. So it's for all of us. And like, if you eat something not good, whatever, just start to get into the mode of it and catch yourself each time. Eventually you're going to want to, because it's going to hurt more to not. So you're going to want to do it. Manifesting, if your vibration is higher, you are a more proficient manifester. Your energy is moving higher. You're manifesting a higher reality. Makes sense, right? Quantum physics. So when you eat something, it becomes you. So, and especially if you do it in a concentrated way, if you really want like thorough, I have on my website, there is a meal. There's a chakra meal. It's the angels and goddesses and the chakras, and it is all about food as well. So you can just go on my website and find it if that calls to you. So you really go into that energy of the food and feeling it, and then focusing on your chakra. These things that I'm teaching you seems like, oh, it's taking time out of my day. But let me just tell you something. They're like fast forward little tools to do. It's like putting jet fuel in your race car. You know what I mean? Or actually, let's just say your jet, because I don't know what jet fuel does in a race car. That analogy might not work. It might actually go against me. So let's not say that. Let's say it's like putting jet fuel in your jet. How about that? Okay. Then what else you're going to do is you're going to take one action towards your 2020 goal, intention, aspiration, whatever it is, whatever level you're at. No matter what it is, one thing each day. And even if it's sending an email, it doesn't matter. It's about getting you back into this energy, right? Then you're going to celebrate dance after you're done, because we don't celebrate enough. And I just want to switch the slide, even though it's the same. Like, it just feels better to change the screen instead of just looking at a screen. I didn't anticipate going this thorough into it, but you know, it's fun. Okay, so celebrate dance after you're done, right? You really want to get into that dancing and celebrating, because you're making progress. It's more than you were doing the day before. And then the evening, the end of day, you're going to do 5 minutes of journal prompt, right? What did you love about your day? It's really important to fill your life with love. Like, everything must be love about your day if you want to live a loving life. And being in that state of love really does put you in the vibration of your reality, of your universe being beautiful no matter what the state of the world is in, which is really cool. So really tuning into that. Where were you so blessed? And where did you see your signs? Because remember, we're developing a relationship with this consciousness that's a healthy relationship, right? We're healing those old patterns and wounds of believing that it's not safe, that it's a volatile energy, to knowing that it's love, and it does have to have that volatility in it to grow spiritually, energetically, emotionally, the beings of this time and space. Now, you don't have to dip your toe in it anymore or fucking jump in head first like I did for most of my life. You can actually come to a new place. Doesn't mean things don't happen or come. It just means that you're different. It's the number one comment that I've received. If I didn't have this work, I don't know where I would be. Number one comment I receive. So it's a lifeline. And it's time. And I was also thinking too, the wind speaks to me, right? Like when I look up and it's real windy and I'll say something, I'll ask something and it just goes crazy, right? So I'm out there and I'm like listening to Bashar. So for those of you who don't know Bashar is also a being energy. Like the word that I'm looking for is slipping my mind right this moment. They are a consciousness. Well, Bashar is literally what he says is that they are beings on another planet. Abraham is a consciousness. It's interesting to listen, right? This is one thing. You want to listen and hear your truth. You do not want to listen and take other people's truths on as your truth, because might not. But some of the things that they say might allow you to hear your truth, right? This is how you should be listening to everything and everyone. Your truth, what feels real to you, right? Take what you want and leave the rest behind. Because there's some things that I'm like, oh, but I felt like that about Sylvia Browne when I first started hearing about fairies. I was like, what the heck? That's where I was at that point in time. And now I'm just like, oh, cool. Yeah. I mean, I've literally heard it all. So it's really amazing to think that. So anyways, Bashar was talking about us and he's calling it the eye of the needle, and how we're raising our vibration to move through the eye of the needle and becoming this life. He also talks a lot about parallel realities, which I love, because there's not very many people that are talking about that right now. So if you're interested in that, if it calls to you, listen. If not, no big deal. And it is just really amazing to have this shifting and this transformation experience that we're having right now, this acceleration, because that is what's happening. That is what is going on. And when you communicate with it, so when I'm out there and I'm listening to him, and he's talking about people awakening, and we're speaking to each other, and we're just going to keep the consciousness is going to keep expanding. And I'm like, oh, is that what this is about? Like, is that what this is really about? Like, oh, I totally get it. Because I love to hear this kind of stuff. I love to talk about this, and I know that there are other people too that like to talk about it, and it is really fun as well. So I knew that the wind was speaking to me. So you can have any sign, you can ask it, and it will communicate with you. It's pretty amazing. And the more you meditate and get clear, the more you're gonna communicate, the more ideas are going to come to you, the more solutions, right? Like a business idea that maybe you never thought of is going to come into your awareness. We'll see. Okay, and then going into the nightly gratitude prayer. So there's two forms of communication, right? When we pray, we're speaking to God. When we meditate, we're listening to God. I can't remember who I heard say that. I think it was what's his name? I don't know. Anyway, when he said it, I was just like, oh, Sadhguru, I think it was. Anyways, and I got it. So when you go to say your prayers, you always want to ask for what you need, right? Like that's part of it. And you also want to think. You really want to get into a place of thinking. When you start to really connect with that divine mother energy in the universe, or divine father, whatever it is for you, I would play with both if I were you, right? Because they're different feelings. So I would tune into both because they both feel really amazing, and just play with the different ones. So we're going to be playing with that energy of the Divine Mother within this space. It feels amazing. It's like Mother Nature, right? Gaia. So think of it like that. You want to say thank you for the things that you've been blessed with, and also for the things that you desire as though they're already there, because that will bring them to you faster. Okay, this is what you're going to be doing, right? The one thing nice. Then we also have the balance your heart and your brain. That's what you're doing with this whole thing. And then the chakra love. So these things are just for you to see, to like kind of mix it up. A little progress each day adds up to big results, which is true. So doing this is going to be amazing. Day 6 is where it changes. Today, you must also add doing something extra special for yourself. So these 2 days, you're not going out of your way to do anything for other people. These 2 days, you are allowing yourself to receive, because what you're going to find is after a week of doing something nice for other people, more people are going to start doing nice things for you. And a lot of you, that means you're going to have to learn how to receive without feeling guilty, like you have to do something back. And for a lot of you, it's going to feel really good, and you're just going to allow yourself to receive. It's going to test you on the last 2 days, because most of us, especially mothers, are used to doing things for other people. And if other people do things for us, then we feel like we have to do something to help them or whatever it is. And so that's just a slight receiving imbalance. It's good-hearted to want to do those things, but to feel compelled. Like sometimes you just got to relax and let yourself receive. And so this is what you're going to be doing on these 2 days. So you don't have to wake up at 7 a.m. or earlier. Actually, you can just take that off. You can wake up whenever you want to, and then still follow this out. And then today, doing the taking one action towards your 2020 goal, no matter what it is, you're still going to do that. Just make it something that's smaller. And one action towards your goal would be self-care, would be to love yourself, because without you, what do you have? Nothing. And then the next day, you're going to add doing something extra special for yourself again. You're going to take one action, rest and relax. You're not going to take any actions on your business. You're not going to try to get anywhere. The final day, you're going to rest and relax. Right? You're going to allow it, because remember, it's like a farmer. You've planted all the seeds, you tilled, you tended, you've watered, you've made sure they're in the perfect place. The sun is doing its thing. The universe is doing its thing. Now you're going to relax and wait for your harvest. So this is what we're going to be doing. So this is also what the 7th day is about. So it's good to also do this on a Monday through Sunday as well. We had a little interruption, a little surprise of life yesterday. So we have to start this on tomorrow. We're starting this tomorrow, so it's a Tuesday. So you can do it however you want. If you want to do the 4 days and then do the 2 days and then start again on Monday, you can also do that as well. Just ideally, it would be for you to do 6 and 7 on Saturday and Sunday. So we may even just do that anyway, if you feel called, or you can just go all the way through. It is up to you. And then at the very end, you're going to celebrate yourself, right? Thank your heavenly guides for always being there for you. Aren't these wings beautiful? I want them, not real wings, though. I want them to be in my bedroom. I don't even know where I put them, but they're beautiful. Okay, and then after this, I'm going to challenge you to go another 7 days. So if you're going to do the challenge and you're going to do 4 days of the 1 through 5, and then you're going to do Saturday and Sunday, and then Monday as your 5th day, just go. Just keep going. Just keep going all the way. And if not, then just keep going all the way. It doesn't really matter if you do it that way. Like some people would want Friday and Saturday to do that rest and relaxation. So however you want to do it is how you can do it, right? Women supporting women. So this is what we are. So anywhere, if you want the hashtag Together We Rise, like this is literally what it is all about. So you can put this on your posts when you post in the group, and I'm going to show you. And then this is your angel manifesto, right? Angelic beings who love me dearly, I call upon you to enter my life and fill it with your divine presence. I surround myself with the white light of divine love today and always. I surround my loved ones with the white light of divine love, for we are all blessed beyond measure. Remember, your word is your wand. Your word is also prophesying your life. So this is your angel manifesto that you're going to be reading every single morning out loud, right? Today I ask to know the deeper meaning of things. Today I ask to be connected to spirit. Today I choose to notice the signs. Now it's really important for this. Today I ask to be connected to faith and the knowing that all is well and that I am on the right path. Today I ask to see the results of my manifestation work. It's important for you to say this every day and feel each line by line. Archangel Michael, please bless me with love, with the love, the protection, the strength, and the bliss I need to fulfill my reason for being. Archangel Metatron, please help me to have the highest and best belief systems possible so that I may experience my life in the best ways. Please transmute all that is not in alignment with my heart's desires and align me with the highest and best. So Archangel Metatron has Metatron's cube, which I use in my Divine Effects sessions because it just came to me and I started using it, and the shifts that my clients were having, I mean, for those of you who've had it, you know, it is amazing. I mean, I'm even blown away at it. So that is why I work with the angels and the sacred geometry, because it does work, and you'll notice they will enter your life, especially when you're calling them. You have free will. And so to call them in, you're gonna see them. You're gonna notice. It's fucking amazing. And yes, you can still be yourself and have angels. They don't judge, remember? Okay. Archangel Azrael, please go before me and cleanse my path. Please carry all parts of me that are ready to be transcended to the light of love, easily and gracefully by the power of my own free will. So Archangel Azrael is the archangel that carries souls over, crosses them over. You can use Archangel Azrael for those old parts of yourself that you're ready to be disconnected from, or that you're ready to have transmuted to the highest wisdom, so that you can also receive that as well. So it's like past versions of yourself that may be getting in your way of your future. So you want to allow that to happen, and that's why you're going to say this, because it's important. Archangel Raziel, please go before me and manifest my highest timeline into my physical reality. Please help me to experience the magic and the alchemy that fills my life. Now, Archangel Raziel is the alchemical angel, right? You want to utilize him. It's the rainbow. If you've been seeing rainbows everywhere, if you're drawn to rainbows, I'd be willing to bet Archangel Raziel is in your astrological chart, which is amazing. So tuning into that and igniting that connection, you're also going to be able to manifest a lot quicker. Archangel Jophiel, please fill my mind with beautiful thoughts about myself, beautiful thoughts about my life, beautiful thoughts about my world. Now, it is also important, Archangel Jophiel is the archangel for love, for beauty, for nature, for all of these kind of things. And when you invoke her to be within your thoughts and fill your mind with beautiful thoughts, what you'll notice is you start thinking better about yourself. And you're going to be surprised at this, because you're going to notice it. You're going to start noticing more things in the world that are beautiful. Like, you're just going to look at trees and be like, oh, that's so beautiful, right? You're going to want to incorporate more beauty in your life. And like, the resonance of beauty is the woman, right? That's the woman energy. It's beauty when you think of that. It's like, it's not about physicality. It's the energy, the harmonics of what beauty is. You can look at a building and it's beautiful. You can look at nature and it's beautiful. You feel that? It's your heart. That's your hermetic center that you're feeling that at. So tuning into beautiful thoughts about my life and my world. Remember, free will, it's going to happen. Divine Mother, please fill me with love and compassion and bless me with the witnessing of my heart's desires manifesting before my very eyes. In divine love, I thank you. Amen. Now, it's important to say amen, because amen is like abracadabra. It is done. That's what that word means. So this is going to be your manifesto that you say every day. Watch the magic. Now, I decided to do this at the last minute, is to add a divine attunement in here. So for those of you who did the Abundance Challenge, this is the Divine Mother activation. You already have it. For those of you who are new, here it is. It really is amazing when you listen to this in the morning. It is so beautiful and profound. Okay, modifications. If you're not used to meditating, download the eocinstitute.org. So you could just click that link, or just go to eocinstitute.org. There's a lot of different options. They all lead to the same thing. So just read the science or scroll down to the very bottom. You'll see a hyperlink that says demo. It might be up in the top. But if you click on that, then what you will get is a free demo and also like 20% off. I think the whole program is like $75. They let you do payments that are like, I don't even know, $10, something like that. But it's a 6-month thing that you're going to be listening to for 20 minutes every single day that is going to synchronize your brain, which is, like I said before, really important, especially for manifesting and becoming your greatest self, because you got to tame that beast. You got to tame that. And so you do that through the synchronization. It really is amazing. And also, like I said, it will help balance your brain so you can eventually be in control of your thoughts, plus intuition, channeling, alignment. Like, hello, those are the things that are going to get you what you want. Also, if you miss a day of the 7-day challenge, just start back 2 days. It's not a big deal. Accountability challenge rules. Now, so this is for the actual challenge. I wasn't going to do a challenge, but then I'm like, challenges are so fun. Like, everybody wants to be motivated by something, so I'm going to do it. So this is what for 7 days, this is what the rules are if you're wanting to be entered to win this. You must post in our group the following in the Sacred Society: what you did that day to work towards your goals, and what you did for someone else or yourself. This must be done on that specific day that we're on. And this is your accountability. So this is how you're going to hold yourself accountable for doing those things. Another thing I was thinking about doing is having you screenshot your, or take a picture of your check off. I don't know. If you want to add a picture, you can do that. Number 2, read 3 chapters each day of The Science of Being Great. So you can actually download this on Kindle. It's like 99 cents, I think. And it has 21 chapters in it. And this actually just kind of fell out, this is a really funny story. You see this books card? So talking about communicating with the universe, I am writing another book, and I have 3 book ideas, and I've been doing these things in my life, tending to other areas, and I haven't written as much as I wanted to, but I also haven't felt the call to do it yet. And so I was thinking the other day, I'm like, I haven't felt the call to finish that, or to keep writing. So maybe it's just not, what I'm meant to be doing right now. And I'm like, if it was, the universe would be showing me signs. I'm like, universe, okay, if it is what I'm meant to be doing right now, then just show me. So the next day I'm in my garage cleaning out an old box, and I moved a box, and then this box fell. I was literally laughing so hard. So it says, your life purpose involves writing, reading, editing, or selling spiritually based books. So I was like, well played, universe. Well fucking played. And then on top of that, I open this book and I find 2 old $50 bills. I'm like, I did not put that in this book. Hey, I'll take it though. I love old money. It's my favorite. Like, I love it. I love old money. The old hundreds, the 2s, I love them. So it was so cool. So anyway, I knew this was the book. So this one, we're going to be reading 3 chapters each day. And it's going to just, like, the chapters are 2 pages. Look how big this book is. It's like nothing. I mean, it's so tiny. So it'll take you 10 minutes to read 3 chapters. Just feel into it, right? Feel into it. And I would highlight what stands out to you, and then leave this as one of those books that you pick up and flip through. Because when you highlight and you pick up and you flip through and you land on something, it's like, oh, that is the message. And it's really, really, really bright. So for me, see that one? That would be like my pickup day. It says, if you do not believe what God tells you in little things, you will never draw upon his wisdom and knowledge in larger things. Ooh, page 32 to 33. When did I even get this? I must have needed that message. That's why I highlighted. This was years ago. Awesome. Okay, so you're going to read 3 chapters of each day. It's just really good. The source of power, heredity, and opportunity. A lot of us need that. It's kind of what we're talking about. Preparation, the mind of God. It's a really good book, so get it on Kindle or order it. I know I got this from Barnes & Noble, so I don't know. It might be there. If not, it is on Amazon. I have also put that in the group. Okay, and then you must complete all 7 days. Posting in the group these things, right? And then at the end of the 7 days, you have to send me a message and let me know you did it so I can go and do a search. So the winner of this challenge will receive an angel astrology reading, right? So you're going to learn which specific archangels are in your birth chart, who are specifically assigned to you, and how they can help you to overcome your specific challenges and transform your entire life. It is fucking fascinating to know that there are these energies that are there, and you'll also find that you've been feeling it, and they've probably been the ones that have been coming to you. Because one of the beautiful things is that I found with any goddess or any angel, when it was that phase of life that I was meant to learn about them, they would just start showing up. I would hear a name, or I would see something, and it would just be that same angel over and over and over again. And now I know why, because they come into my healings, and I mean, it's just the working together creates things that are miraculous, literally miraculous. So the angel astrology is amazing. It really is. Plus it's fun, and you should know what your astrology is with an angelic twist. Okay, so that is the challenge, and this is what we're going to be doing. So I'm just going to stop the share and see if anybody has any questions before we jump off. So like I said, I am going to find a way to download this for you, and I will do that. We will be starting this tomorrow. Let's see. Oh, you guys. Okay, can we use the EOC while meditating, or meditate quietly first, then do EOC attunement? I would, if you sit down to meditate and you find that your thoughts are, you know, all over the place, what I would do is I would just listen to the EOC, and depending on how much time you have, like a lot of people don't have that much time, so EOC is sufficient enough. And then if you have more time and you can do the extra 20 minutes of silence, then I would do it. That would be the perfect time to do it, because your mind will be quieter than it normally is. Like, it's, the degree is going to be dependent upon the person, but that's a really good question, so thank you. Okay, so this is what we're doing with, also you can add some organic apple cider vinegar to your menu. I wouldn't do that first thing in the morning, because that might not be the greatest thing. And you're welcome. So if there's no other questions, then this is going to be what we're doing. And oh, also I wanted to let you know, I am going to be sending out a morning text for the 7 days, a morning motivational text. So if you want to be on that, if you're already on my text list, you will receive a notification. I'm going to send a text to you all to let you know how to get on that list. And if you're not, then just DM me your phone number, and then I put your phone number into the system. Now the system is secure. Your information is not sold. You do not, it's actually a governmental school system that I would go through. And so they don't allow that spam stuff. Like, it's encrypted really good. So your information, and it's so secure, I can't even get your phone number once I enter it. It's not there anymore. Obviously I'll have it in my DM, but what do I need it for? So just know that, send the PDF in an email. I could do that. The only thing is I would have to send it to everyone, because you're not in a on a list, you know, to be able to send it out separate. You know what, I'll just send it. And for those of you who are on the email list and want it, then go into your email. If you want to do this challenge and you're not on any of my email lists, then what I would do is go to my website, randina.co, and there's a space on there to sign up for the divine messages, the emails that you get Monday through Friday, the inspirational emails. And then you'll also get an angelic attunement with that as well. And then you'll be on the list, so I'll be able to send you that. I think that one might be locked though. I don't know. I have to look at it. You can still sign up for that. And then, yeah. Okay, I'm gonna email it to everyone on my list. And if people want it, they want it. If not, then they don't. And I'm still gonna try to figure out how to get it in the group too, because I know I can. It was just gonna take me too much time to do it before 333. And I knew I had to turn my camera on at 333. Okay, I love you all so much, and thank you for showing up, and thank you for playing in this energy and doing this 7-day challenge, because us doing it together is going to be fun and amazing. And I'm going to be jumping in here live in the Facebook group live to motivate you, and also the texts every day that you're going to receive. So it's going to be fun. We're going to be playing with the angels, and I'm hoping that we can have our energy, the momentum of our energy, to kind of help humanity come up and out of this, right? Even if there's only 10 to 100 of us doing it, it doesn't matter. It's the energy, because remember, one person is more powerful than millions who are not. One person also affects the 1,000 people in their reality as well. So it's worth it. So it's gonna be fun. It's not just for us, it's for everyone. Okay, I love you all, and I hope you have a beautiful evening wherever you are, morning, day, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Bye.